That's a good start, that.
That was
Great
really,
sound.
really good.
It's
sound.
rolling on that, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
Right. Here we are.
Welcome
Lister.
back. Cheers.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Ching.
three different bevies.
To Oasis 2025.
Yeah, so a bit of context. What's going on in town today as you guys have been walking through town?
Everyone ripping everyone off for Oasis merch. Yeah.
Do you know who's got tickets?
Ed?
He's got tickets.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's what I'm saying. All right, okay.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Was that like a recent thing? Mark tried to get some yesterday and it was alright, dilemma.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It wasn't by my
It was
doing. I tried
steaming.
and it got up to 300 quid and I was like, I'm out. So, no, just a friend.
He's got the last day as well.
No way.
Yeah.
When's that, September?
No,
the
is it
Manchester-
not the
no, the
Manchester ones?
Manchester
The ones that matter.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I thought you were like last leg of the tour, wherever that is, like Puerto Rico.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
think so,
yeah,
yeah.
because they just did the British ones, didn't they? And then extended it to
All over the gaff.
everywhere,
So you're going to
basically.
get a ticket for that one then, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
That's an option. Fly out to Puerto Rico.
I genuinely wouldn't have even gone to like London or like I love Oasis, and I would have spent a lot of money on it, but I couldn't be asked. I couldn't be asked going to Cardiff.
And you wouldn't
Fuck
be out
that.
spending 350 quid or whatever.
No,
it was.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm asked. I just like the vibe of it, like walking around town, seeing everyone doing the little tours.
It is
I
nice.
kind of want to get
your little
involved.
swagger on when you're going
It must be
around.
nice
Yeah.
coming back to this and it feeling
It
very
feels
mank.
Very mank
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
it. Yeah.
That was a really good segue. So, where have you come back from, Ed?
Yeah, I recently moved. Well, recently I say. Been in
2
Dubai
years,
for
right?
2 years now in Dubai, yeah.
Does it feel like 2 years?
No, not really, I guess, because the first year is just getting set up,
Getting
which
used
is
to it.
crazy. And then, so it kind of feels like 1 year.
So again, context. We probably before that we'd been working together for a few years, right? You've been working on jobs as DOP and camera operating for us.
Yeah, a long while.
But before we were saying this before, but have you been doing this job for 20 years, I reckon?
I don't think I'm quite there yet.
You're not 40 yet, are you?
I am 40.
Oh, you are 40. Oh, right. Happy birthday. But you graduated when you were
say
21.
I say to everyone that I've been in the industry for about 15 years.
Oh, okay.
Like properly.
Okay. Did you camera operate straight from being out of uni?
No, like I think anyone that says that is kind of jumping the gun. A
Okay,
little bit.
right.
I went in assisting and
Okay.
second camera in, and
But you were working in the industry straight off the bat from... Because you were on the same course as like Casey Locke, and you've got a good alumni in your...
No, but you say that there was
your lot.
how many people on a course? Like 80 people, I think, and I could probably count 4 maybe that are doing
What, still
anything
doing
off our course.
Oh, really? Oh, to be fair, I had 120 people on my course, and I reckon 10 people that I know of are like working in TV, film,
Yeah.
video, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So I say like when I finished going to uni, like I was working a bar job, saving up to buy bits of kit that I could, assisting on random jobs that I could,
Yeah.
helping out in studios and stuff. Used to work a lot down at the Big Shed with Justin.
Oh, yeah. Big up, Justin.
Yeah, and just basically second camera and stuff, and then building my
Right, okay.
way up to camera operating. And
So I reckon it was a decade after that we started working together. But then you
Yeah,
guys knew
maybe.
each other before that, right? We were talking about this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Like how I met you was through
I'm
Ed.
the link to
Yeah, you
how
are.
you work
yeah,
here.
that's right.
Yeah, I was a little baby working at a now defunct company. And then, you used to do jobs with the guys. And then we just kind of like knew each other from there, I suppose.
When I was probably just starting out, I met Sam there on a BBC job. Man, that's probably going back more than 15 years. Probably that was
Yeah.
like literally straight out of uni. And then kind of got in with those guys, just freelancing. Used to do quite a lot of work with them, and then you ended up there. I think out of college, right?
Yeah, I did. Funny enough, same thing with Sam. I like text, and I was like, "I'm looking for editing work. Is there anything going?" And he just got back from India, and he's like, "I don't want to cut through all these rushes. I'll get this kid in to do these rushes." And I just kind of hung around, and then eventually started to.
Yeah,
Pay you for it.
We used to have a laugh on jobs, me and you, didn't we? For those.
Yeah.
And then when I remember you were looking for,
Yeah, because I think
freelance
we'd
editor.
just come off a job and I'd said, "Oh, I'm going to put an ad." I can't. Did you even apply for a job that I'd put out?
No, I didn't even know about it.
I think I was going to put out a job ad because we needed an in-house editor.
You had put one out, so it was like 11 p.m. I was in my room. I can't remember what I was doing, but I got a DM from Ed on Instagram, and it was like, "Hey, you looking for full-time work?" I was like, "Maybe, I don't know," because I've been freelancing for a year. And then he was like, I know a company, they're good lads, you should apply.
Yeah.
And then he forwarded me, I think he put like a story on Instagram.
That was what it was.
It was like looking for an editor, so I just DM'd you.
It. So fast forward to moving to Dubai, like, what's been going on in Dubai?
It's been pretty crazy. Like, I remember when I first moved out, I was thinking, right, is this going to be a real culture shock? Is it going to be all Arabic content where I'm not going to have a clue what's going on? Or...
Which it was, I was saying before, like for the first few months, I seem to remember you posting stuff, behind the scenes stuff, a lot of stuff on like green screen and like...
Yeah, probably the first couple of shoots, because it was still summer when I just moved over, so everything was still studio based.
So how do you find most of your work out there then? Same way that you would here? Like what?
Well, the good thing about joining with that agency was that was like, I'm not just hitting the ground being blind,
sure.
just like what on earth. So, there was a good few gigs that they were finding me, and they'd have all the return clients and stuff like that. A lot of corporate stuff, because it's Dubai, a lot of money, banks and stuff like Goldman Sachs, or big banks that are out there that all the CEOs need the constant interviews for, and then a lot of clients who I had in the UK knew I'd moved out there, like BBC kind of people. And a lot of entertainment shows were coming out and shooting entertainment show like kind of vibey stuff, reality or whatever that is. So it kind of developed where the agency were finding me work, and then my own freelance stuff was building up. So
that's amazing.
It kind of worked out.
So is that still the stuff that you're working on now? Because to me, I just see it through on social media and stuff, but it seems like quite different from what you were first working on back 2 years ago to now. It looks a lot higher end stuff, and like
it's interesting because it feels like a real adventure, because there's a lot of the stuff is so different that I'll do out there than I have done here.
Is it more competitive, less competitive than here? Like,
it's kind of a weird working world over there. Like, a lot of the event stuff is done on the absolute cheap. There's a lot of people there that just buy a camera and will do the job for £100 a day or whatever.
Okay.
And that a lot of that work is just gone. Basic event work.
Okay.
You can't really compete with the price, because it's just there's so many people there that will just do it cheap. The same goes with some sports stuff, I guess. But like the higher end sport, like I do.
Well, like live stuff.
Yeah, like if you want to do any cricket or anything like that, it's all hoovered up cheap as well. But I do the horse racing out there every now and then. That's quite cool. Like live stuff,
Horse racing in Dubai. Is it indoors?
No, it's outdoors, but it's only in the
winter.
The winter season, which is like, so it ends in March. I think it is, through till October to March, I think it is.
Okay, right, got you.
But that's like a whole British crew, pretty much.
But it's cool. It's cool that you kind of get to keep your sort of existing relationships going. Because I always imagined moving out there was a choice like between X or Y. Like, all right, I'm going to move out to Dubai, so all of my previous contracts kind of moot. I don't really have to work with those people. I don't get the opportunity to work with those people anymore. But the fact that they still go, oh, while we're here, we know Ed's a dab hand. We'll get him in. That's great.
Yeah, I had no idea that you were still working with people that you knew from before.
Yeah, it worked quite well. Like it's weird how many people actually are in Dubai that people need to interview. Like we did a thing for the Alex Ferguson doc. Dwight York lives in Dubai, so they were like, "Oh, Ed, actually, great. While you're there, can you just nip and interview Dwight for this?"
That's pretty cool.
We did something with Iniesta the other week. He lives in Al Barari, which is like 10 minutes from my house.
Right. This is testament to your network, though, because I feel like if I moved to Dubai, I wouldn't know anyone.
Floundering in the desert.
I'd just be giving you a shout.
I mean, it was a total risk. Like,
it's paid off, though, man.
It has and it hasn't. Sure. I'm still new there. It's
right.
I think much more in the UK. I was busier in terms of the phone ringing. It's.
But you'd built that up over 15 years, and you've been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's
one of those, isn't it?
You definitely wasn't starting from scratch, right?
It wasn't starting from scratch, but freelance going into that, it kind of almost is, and it's a bit like, that's why I need that agency to start, because
that's a real gift, isn't it? Really, that's really nice that you had that. You've always had a pretty broad remit with what you do. Like, you did commercial stuff, corporate stuff for us, but you were doing TV stuff all the time and like all sorts, really, right?
Yeah, and I think if you don't have that many pools going on, is
there anything that you is there anything you won't do, Ed? Like, no, you know what I mean, though. Is there anything that you're like, nah, it's not really my bag? Like,
do you know what? I was speaking to someone about this the other day, and it's like, I think I almost talk about the COVID times, but you kind of learn to appreciate everything then. Like, when all work slows down, and you kind of, even like AV or corporate stuff that you kind of would
sort of poo-poo.
Turn your nose up at.
Yeah, but I never see you turn your nose up. Not saying you'll I promise I'm not saying like you'll take anything, but like you seem very enthusiastic about whatever job you've got going on. It's like,
I think it's important to do that because,
but not everybody thinks like that.
No,
like,
and then if the lean times come,
yeah. Prior to starting with Coolbox, I'd done maybe 3 or 4 interviews and gone, "This is not for me," and a lot of them were like, "We need a video editor." But they can also do C4D and they can also mix really well. And I'm like, okay, you want to consolidate several roles into one person.
That's not just in video or broadcast, though, is it?
But that was happening like back then.
Yeah.
That was like 2-3 years ago.
It's a big thing in Dubai now. Everyone's asking for a photographer/videographer combat, and it's like,
I hate
and the rate
that.
is like
less than you would get if it was just one of those things.
And people like reach out to me and say, "Oh, can you do this?" And it's like, you ask, it's classic. What's the rate for this? And it's less than what you would.
Yeah,
for your
that's what I mean.
like,
yeah.
Why would I do that? And then the problem is that so many people are doing that.
But what they really want, they don't want a seasoned lighting camera operator or DOP. They want a content creator. That's what they want. They're not even asked what. And like you saying, well, I've got this glass with FX6. It's like that's completely irrelevant to them. They just want somebody who. I'm not shitting on those people. Like they know what they want, and that's it. And that's just not the job for you. It's not a line, but they need to stop pretending that it is. Like they just need to call a spade and be like, just call it a content creator with an iPhone. It's fine. Sure. That's fine.
You know what's the job that would like need, I guess, like content creator type of thing? I can't remember if you were on this, Ed, so we'll cut this off if it's not even related
Something
to you.
else to cut.
You did a job a while ago where there was like a guy who came across and he was like training for a fight or something, and he was at a gym.
You did it with me.
Yeah, man, it was one of the most bizarre.
Taekwondo.
That's you need a person who's just like a content creator, because it was you lot like shooting and then sitting down.
What
shooting
a
and sitting down.
Jess was on this as well. Like one of the most insane jobs I've ever been on, and I still to this day every now and again it comes back to me and I'm like, I should search for it, but I'd like to see if it just for context of what it was about. It was for a documentary about a dude from the Middle East who was.
Was he from Saudi? No, not even Saudi. Like,
no, he was. Yeah, he was from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and he trained in. He was like a karate champion, and he was trying to make that. But
he was trying to get into jiu-jitsu, wasn't it? Like
no, it's taekwondo, wasn't it?
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah. So what he trained in wasn't in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So he was trying to make the switch to. Oh, it was called Switch because it was like a play on words.
Oh,
I never even heard the title.
Yeah, I didn't know how the title.
So it's Switch, like in that, like. You switch stances in
and
taekwondo, but he's switching sport to get in the Olympics to try and qualify for the Saudi Arabia. I think it was Saudi Arabian team. And he came here. There's a really good taekwondo camp here in Manchester.
Yeah, so like one of the best, isn't it?
Yeah, so he was trying to go around a few different European cities to kind of try out, and I think they were kind of putting him through the ringer, trying to see if he was good enough. But the producer on it, really lovely guy, but like the some of the requirements that they wanted to shoot was really odd as well. Like everything needed to be shot in high frame rate.
Yeah.
Including the interviews?
Including the interviews,
Like just everything was 50 frames or like 60 frames or something like that. And we were shooting it like a doc. I couldn't get my head around what the output was.
No,
like,
but the problem is
case?
Every day would be asked, what we're doing today is like, and it'd just be totally on the fly.
Really
They'd
random.
make stuff up. And at one point, I remember one day we'd been laughing about it anyway, and then it asked us to film the main guy eating his food, and we went in, and they'd gotten some like chicken burgers and chips, and we were just filming. You probably remember.
We were just filming a load of guys,
and they were blatantly just laughing at us in Arabic.
Yeah.
Pointing at us, laughing when we were filming, and it was like
that's not even the most mental bit.
But it was ridiculous because I remember just thinking it was like they were pointing down the camera at like looking into my soul and laughing at me while I was eating this chicken burger and chips, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, so they were eating and laughing at like.
But down the lens, he's got the other
it's not even usable stuff. Like,
but he was adamant that we had to film it.
Yeah, all of it. Like,
that's humiliating.
We were basically there from like 8 a.m. Yeah. The dude didn't even turn up until about 11 most days.
Yeah.
And then he trained for like a few hours and then disappear. And then there was one day, I don't think you were there. He made us. He was staying at a really fancy hotel in town.
I remember this.
Do you know it? And so the main dude, like his athlete, was staying in this really nice hotel in the centre of Manchester, and the producer was like, after this full day of filming, he made us come to his hotel and film him playing guitar. in his bedroom
for the wind down portion.
But it didn't make. There was no context of why it would. And we had a sound recorder. So thank fuck. Like they're trying to record it, but like this dude just kept. He couldn't. Bless him. He couldn't really play it. I don't know how they got this guitar either. I don't know if he flew out with it from Saudi Arabia or just bought it while he was over here.
Bizarre because it was like. Where did this idea came from?
I don't know where.
On paper, it would have been a really good doc. So, like, doc work is probably my favourite stuff to
it's
kind
really
of do.
cool. But that is a big. I've never worked on a doc of that extent of like, you know, the stuff that we've worked on has been quite. It was shot over a couple of days.
Yeah, we've done some nice stuff with Kufora.
Yeah, and like University of Leeds, and even like our personal projects and stuff like that. They're all like quite small scale docs. Like something like that is just like I don't know.
Done an amazing one recently. Like it was over 6 months with some conjoined twins.
Oh wow!
But they were like joined like head to head, like
what?
And it's the only. I think. Don't quote me, but I think it was the only ever one that's been operated on.
Top of the head,
top to top.
Oh, so it was a separation. Wow.
So over 6 months.
How old were they when they were separated?
They were just over 1, I think. But we followed them from.
Wow.
So the Middle East had paid for this operation to happen. They were from, I think, they're from Nigeria. So like,
oh wow.
Because it was such a groundbreaking procedure, the UAE said, "Oh, we'll pay for this to be done."
Whoa!
And anyway, like we found out that we were going to be doing it, and we're like, "Yep, this sounds really cool." And then we knew there'd be some sort of surgical shoot involved, and we're like, "Yeah, fine, we'll probably be shooting from the door or whatever." But we were in the OR like for 3 operations, as close to me as Con, just filming all the shit going on, all the tools, the saws coming out.
What are you like? Have you got a?
I'm not so bad. Like,
with that sort of
I'm not. I've watched plenty of cool 80s horror in my time as a kid.
Yeah, but you know that's not real, right? This is like
it's kind of different when you're looking through the VF.
A lens.
It's a little bit different, and then you kind of. When I was looking at some of the footage back, I was like, right, okay, this is pretty wild. Wow. But full on, just there's a brain, there's a brain. They're just
that is mental.
Welding shit. They had to 3D print part of the skulls to put them back together, and
wow.
And then after 6 months, there was 2 little girls.
Was it like
unbelievable?
That's incredible.
Was it like a trance kind of state? Because like you're on, so you're not really thinking about what you film, and you're thinking about how do I make it, how do I capture it properly?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and you're thinking what looks good, and you've got the big top-down theatre light in there. You know, the classic thing, and there's a swarm of doctors around them doing all their.
So have they cut that together into a documentary now, or are they doing it now?
I think it's going like everywhere. Like I know the BBC want a piece of it.
Oh wow!
Netflix, Amazon. I think everyone wants because it's like the only one.
That's incredible.
But yeah, 6 months, and then at the end of it, two beds, 2 little girls come out.
That's sick. That's
amazing.
First time they've ever seen each other.
Whow! Yeah, of course.
So then they're playing with each other like.
So how old are they now? Like 2.
Trying to think when we finished it. So yeah, maybe just under 2, I think.
That's incredible.
Slight step up from Switch, then I'd say. Slight step up.
Well, it
from
actually
Switch.
has some use.
Yeah, it's gone somewhere.
But it was amazing because we're interviewing like the doctors and stuff as well, and they're really excited about it because it's such a groundbreaking thing to be doing. And
so did they do that in the UAE or did they do?
It was in Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right, cool.
You know, and it had loads of cool points to it. Like some of the doctors had developed VR software where they could go into the brain and you could. Physically do the cuts in the size of a room. You know, you could walk into the brain and
to train to do it, or but
on their actual brains.
What?
So they mapped it, and you could physically go in and be cutting the actual thing that needs to be cut.
Right.
So then when they go into the OR, they're actually doing what they've done.
So were there just their skulls were fused then? So
yeah, and like a little bit of the side of the face. It was crazy.
Wow.
So obviously there wasn't enough skull.
To one of them to
take, so they had to literally 3D print
both of them to
So
that's amazing.
On one point they got separated, but then they had to be put back together for the skin to fuse over the tops of the heads, and then separated again.
No,
crazy.
That's fascinating.
Oh my god, absolutely insane.
That's the kind of stuff you want to be doing, isn't it?
Crazy. Like, I can't wait to watch it when it comes out. It's gonna be ridiculous.
That sounds incredible.
But it'll be on loads of different platforms. And,
right. Okay. Nice. Yeah. What you got coming up?
I've got my little annual gig in Manchester, which is like, I love doing it. It sounds so boring. So I do the Manchester graduations.
Do you?
For the uni.
Oh, no way. Nice.
Man Uni or Man Met?
Man Met. So it starts on Monday.
Yeah.
And it's literally 2 weeks of.
Hell yeah. Comfortable.
Are you in...
the Bridgewater.
Bridgewater,
So then I'll be down in society afterwards for a beer.
Oh, nice. So how many days is that for?
Oh, it's like 11.
Is it?
So Monday to Friday.
Oh, right,
Friday,
nice.
And then Sunday's prep day.
Oh, so this is why he's back.
Yeah, that's like
Makes that like
that's like a comfortable 9 to 5.
This
That's
is worth
like,
this pays you for your flights back, right?
It'll be a little bit more than that. But yeah.
I bet it will. Yeah.
But it's like a nice. I used to do it before I went
Right.
away anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
and it just falls in this.
That's
summer
cool.
Gap
That's
nicely,
ace.
So it's,
Did they have you up in the boxes, or are you like down low?
we're kind of like 2 levels up.
Nice.
But it's with a good bunch of lads, and we're just on comms giving each other shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who does the production for that?
It is a company called First Sight. They do all
The graduation
grads.
stuff.
That's their like
That's their bread and butter. Nice.
Yeah.
and then I'll be with our good friends Calrec Audio after that.
Oh yeah, you still do the stuff then. That's cool.
Because they'll be doing a IBC launches pre-September. So, and then back off down to Devon for a week to drink loads of scrumpy.
Nice.
I know we touched on it earlier, Ed, but I guess in a more forward-thinking kind of way, in your life.
When are you coming back?
When
to
you're
Manchester?
coming back to Manchester. Well, I guess, do you have like, I'm not saying 5-year plan because it's freaking, who gives a shit, but like next steps.
Everyone asks that, don't they? Yeah, it's tricky. Like my little boy Gene, he's only just finished nursery at his school in Dubai now, so he's just starting reception. So I think he needs to at least finish reception and maybe see how he does in year 1 before we come back. My wife has just signed her next contract, which you can only sign it in 2 years, so we're out there for 2 years basically.
She does teaching, right? Yeah.
So 2 years and then we'll see where we're at. I still feel so new in Dubai. It's hard to I feel like we've invested so much time and money into getting set up to be like, right, we're leaving already. But to come back this summer, it's always nice to come back in summer and you
see all the good bits.
Oh man,
like,
you pull back and you're like, But when it comes January here and it's raining, and in January in Dubai I'm sat by the pool with a beer.
Yeah. And also like work-wise, January's crap here, and
January's heaving. January's like the busy time in Dubai. Like,
that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just want to split your time. Just do.
Well, that's pretty much what I do.
Well, that is basically what you're doing, isn't it? That's literally what you're doing.
The answer to the question is like, I think another year will probably tell. Yeah. Because I'm still setting up my freelance stuff, really. So I think another year and I'll be able to see what's what.
Sound.
Nice.
It's a good plan.
No, it's been an adventure so far.